I have personally had to start over or had several transitional periods in my life, whether that is a huge career shift or in relationships. Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Whine About It. On today's video, we are talking about starting over. If you are going through a transitional period in your life, this video is for you, whether that be graduating from school, having a major career shift, a breakup, divorce, especially if you are later in age 30 and up. This video is for you, all about how to start over. But before we do that, my name is Elise, and on my channel we talk all things wine and all things that make you want to grab a glass of wine. So if that is something that interests you, hit subscribe for more videos about self-improvement, self-care, and of course all things wine. Okay, so let's get into it. 3 steps that will help empower you and encourage you during your transitional period if you are at a point in your life where you feel you just need to start all over. I feel like the first step in starting over is all about self-care. During times of major transitions, it's super important to prioritize your well-being. That is mentally, spiritually, and physically. You really have to take the time to pour into yourself. I know it sounds really cliche, and that's a huge thing right now is self-care, self-love. But if you are experiencing a particular difficult time, or you're at a precipice in your life where you feel like you need to start over, it's very important that you do so while maintaining a healthy relationship with yourself, which means taking care of yourself. So in self-care, that also means some self-reflection. I have personally had to start over or had several transitional periods in my life, whether that is a huge career shift or in relationships, and it takes a lot of self-reflection, and that part can be very difficult. You have to think about how you got to where you are in order to understand where you want to go. Self-reflection is very important, so we want to make sure that you're doing that. You are journaling, you are speaking to someone. Of course, I always recommend a counselor, but just taking the time to really reflect on the things that you want to continue doing, stop doing, and start doing. If you're in corporate America, I know you've heard that phrase before, but it applies to your life as well. When you're starting a new project or a new journey, you always want to look back and think, what do I want to stop doing? What do I want to start doing? And what do I want to continue doing to live the life that I want to live and start anew? While you are doing that, again, it can be very difficult and revealing, and so we really want to make sure we're taking the time to love on ourselves and be gentle with ourselves during this period too. Remember, self-care is not selfish. It's a necessary step toward building a strong foundation for your new beginning. Now let's move into step 2. Setting realistic goals is key when you're starting over. So in step 1, we did a lot of reflection, so we should have a good understanding of what the main objective is, what our major goal is. Now what we want to do is break down that goal into smaller, achievable tasks. This allows us to be able to celebrate every accomplishment on our journey, no matter how small. This not only helps boost our confidence, but also keeps us motivated as we work toward our ultimate goal. So take the time to really understand what the major goal is, and then try to incorporate small tasks in your daily living that help take you toward that goal. If it's a fitness goal, that could look like just make sure you move your body 20 to 30 minutes a day, whether that's a walk, whether that's doing jumping jacks while you watch a television show. Any small step toward your ultimate goal is something to be celebrated, and it helps reinforce this new version of yourself. Now for our 3rd and final tip. Life is a journey. You are continuously learning and growing. So that's no different when you reach a transitional period where you feel like you have to start over. So it's really important for us to just lean into the fact that we're always going to be learning and growing, and growth usually comes with some uncomfortability. So we want to just get our minds ready and prepared to learn and grow in this new season, and then actively approach it. So a transitional period is really the prime time to acquire new skills, expand your knowledge, and invest in personal development. I would recommend attending workshops, doing some online courses, join communities that align with your interests. Again, remember, growth happens outside of your comfort zone. So if you feel like you are starting over or in a transitional period, this is the time to take advantage of that and really grow. Push yourself outside your comfort limits and take the opportunity to develop the new and better version of yourself. Starting over can definitely be a challenging time, but it can also be really, really rewarding. Remember to embrace self-care and be gentle with yourself during this time. Set realistic goals. That way you're continuously motivated and encouraged to stay focused on your new path to the better version of yourself, and never stop learning. Never turn away an opportunity to grow and learn more about yourself and the world that we live in. Essentially, you have the power to shape your world, and that's empowering in itself and should be encouraging during this time that might seem at face value difficult. Stay positive, keep moving forward, pour into yourself, and starting over could be the best time of your life. All right, thank you guys so much for joining me, and Happy New Year. This was our first sit down of the year, so thank y'all for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Cheers.